What exactly is a one-to-one initiative? Basically, it's an initiative that would put some kind of computing device in the hands of each student.
Anymore, it's really one to every other student or child in that classroom, including the teacher. They can go back and forth. They can communicate. They can now communicate with the entire world. So it's really not one-to-one. It's really one to whoever else is connected at that time. And we live in a society and in a world now where everyone is connected and everyone's using some sort of device.
We're at a crossroads. We've always had a lot of technology in our school corporation. I've always felt like we've been one of the leaders in the area as far as technology goes. It gives every kid the same advantage. It levels the playing field and gives them each an opportunity to explore their education in a different way.
Putting some sort of device, whether it's an iPad, a laptop, a desktop, a smartphone, whatever it is, it's just another tool that's going to help us engage your child in the learning process. And that's really what it's all about, is making them have a more holistic education so that they are better prepared to walk out into the world that we live in today, which is, as you guys know, digital.
Now, many of you will ask, why are we doing this? Why are we going to one-to-one? Because we're an A corporation. We've been an A corporation for the last 3 years. Well, I feel like it's important for us to prepare our children for the future. Prepare them for the world that they're going to live in. And the world that they're going to live in is a digital world. The most important thing to a child's education is a teacher that builds relationships with them and that cares about them. And I don't see that ever changing. What I do see is that this one-to-one device will give the teacher an opportunity to differentiate instruction like they've never done before. It will give them an opportunity to have kids develop projects that they have never done before. And one thing it will do is change the way some kids learn.
At the end of the day, this is the direction that I feel very confident that our corporation needs to go. We have had a lot of success in our corporation over the last 4 or 5 years. We're an A corporation. We've got all A schools and a B. We're just having tremendous success, and that is a credit to our staff, to our administrators, and most importantly to the students of Southwest. They've done an excellent job of being teachable. And I just think that's another aspect that we're going to be using these devices as a tool to enhance learning, and that's really basically what it comes down for me is that we can use this to make a better to make it a better education for the students of Southwest schools.
Unfortunately, there are just a million different ways that iPads can be used in an elementary classroom. As most of you know, there are apps that can be downloaded on iPads that provide engaging and meaningful practice for students in areas that they may need extra help with. So using iPads, in addition to paper materials, will just help students to get a better grasp of the content, looking at it in different ways, and getting more current and relevant information at times than the textbook can offer.
And as far as one-to-one technology is concerned, I can say that I'm excited about it. In the English classrooms, we've been one-to-one for about 7 years. We have computer labs, and I have seen a distinct change in the students and how they approach their work. They love technology for the most part, and they have been able to adapt very, very well, sometimes better than teachers, to all of the changes that have come our way. And as far as sending things home with students and having the one-to-one at all times, I think it's a fantastic idea. I believe that it will definitely even the playing field. Students who may or may not have been able to afford a computer or an iPad up to this point will have that capability at home all the time. And it will not only help them with writing skills and research, but also will give them that opportunity to explore the wealth of information and apps available to them for education purposes.
And then over the last semester, our teachers have spent several afternoons after school receiving professional development and training on how to integrate the iPad into their classroom. We plan on letting teachers start where their comfort level is next year, and then building upon that slowly so that they do feel comfortable using it. And I really don't think it'll take long for everybody to use these devices frequently, because the students are going to love using them, and that's what we want. We want students that are excited to learn, and the teachers are going to feel that, and then they're going to all really be excited to use them more and more in the classroom.
We have a group of about 22 TICs who encourage others to use the technology and trying to create and curate curriculum. Right now we also give all our teachers a MacBook, so about 120 MacBooks out in the district. They've been using those this first semester of the fall of 2013. We currently have one technology facilitator in each building to help with technical issues, and I also try to help and be out there and work with them. We were fortunate enough to hire a new technology curriculum coach, Tiffany Todd, to help spur on the professional development and encourage teachers to use technology in creating lessons in their classroom. We've also done 8 surveys, with the first survey being done on 8/28 of 12 up to as early as this first semester of this school year in 2013-14. So we've done 8 surveys altogether. We've been gathering data from teachers, from students. We've tried to make, and parents, and we've tried to make everyone aware of what our initiative is all about. It's about trying to give teachers a tool in helping to educate your students.
One thing that I would like to say and stress is that I don't see this one-to-one initiative as the only thing we do, and I think that's what a lot of people are concerned about. You know, it's not going to be a situation where a teacher uses the device the whole class period every day. I mean, I don't see that ever happening. I don't envision that. Teachers are going to do what they do. They're going to use this device. They're going to use this tool to enhance the learning environment. They're still going to do the projects. They're still going to do the group work. They're still going to write the papers. They're still going to explore in ways that they've always explored. The only thing this will allow is for the teachers and the students to take their learning to another level. And that's one thing about Southwest schools. If you're staying status quo, then you're going backwards. We can't stay status quo. We've got to go forward.